The topic of setting up in front of a brewery has come up several times in the last few days on our Facebook group. So I'm going to give you guys some ideas on how to make setting up in front of a brewery be successful for your food truck. Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore, founder of foodtrucktraining.group. Today's topic is about setting up in front of a brewery, or really anywhere that you set up. First and foremost, what you have to understand as a food truck owner, you have to accept responsibility for your own sales. That means you just look at a brewery as a place to park. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. The idea is that you each benefit from each other's guests. But that also doesn't mean that you should just sit there and wait on people to show up that are also wanting to look at going into the brewery and getting something to drink. Your social media should be talking about where you're going to be so that your loyal guests will follow you wherever you are. Because remember, this is a place to park. Nothing more, nothing less. So you drive your own sales in. And then the additional sales will be coming from the people that are going to the brewery and they go, hey, there's a food truck. I would like to get something to eat. If you depend on people that have that attitude, you're only going to get a small portion of the people that go inside the brewery and then get nothing of your own. You should be driving your own sales. It's just a parking spot. The second thing you need to keep in mind is market your location with the exact same vigor as you would any other place you set up. If you park on a vacant lot, it requires the exact same marketing as if you're going to set up in front of a brewery. Again, it's just a place to park. Your guests have to know where you are. If you just show up and hope that people are going to come buy some food, it's going to be a failure, and it's going to be a guaranteed failure. I don't care how big the brewery is, they won't have enough sales to support you unless you take an active role in marketing yourself. And one of the ways you can market yourself is to make sure the brewery is also talking about you on their social media, and that there's reminders inside at the different tables that, hey, you can place an order, go outside, here's how you place an order, here's a link to their menu. And it would behoove you to have them be able to place an order from inside the brewery and you take it to them, or have some way to notify them that, hey, it's done. Come out and get your food, so that way they don't have to come out and stand in line. Next thing you need to think about is, if you have 0 guests to serve, set up some samples to pass out, because there has to be people coming in and out of the brewery. If you give somebody a little morsel of food and they're a little bit hungry, more than likely they're going to go ahead and order something from you rather than drive somewhere else to get food. So pass samples out to people coming in and out of the brewery. Get on your social media, remind people where you are, spin a sign, draw attention to your business. You have to do things to get attention. Do not depend on people walking by to go, that's a food truck, I'm hungry. You need to get out and remind them that you're there and that they're hungry. Your food truck or food trailer itself can only draw so much attention by where it's sitting. So you need some motion, you need flags and lights and banners, and you need to have aromas wafting from your food truck. You need to encourage people to come there that are already on the parking lot, going to that brewery. They should be able to walk past and go, that smells so good. I need to get something to eat before I go inside and get drunk. That's what you're there for. The patrons of the brewery are going in to drink. The brewery understands if they eat before they drink, they can drink more. And then you've also got to consider that the ones that are coming out, your food will help sober them up too. So you're a benefit to all the guests of the brewery, and you're benefiting the brewery because they're able to sell more drinks to the people that are eating. And then you want to give a reason for the brewery to market you, not just that you're showing up. So what you want to do is take some of their particular brews that they have and use them in some of your recipes, like a beer cheese, or anything else you can think of that you can use some of their products, so it encourages them to say, hey, be here on Friday night because our particular beer that everybody loves is going to be a part of the beer cheese that this food truck is selling. If you're using their product, they're more likely to invite you back more frequently, or give you a residence there for every weekend. And then you're able to take their product with you when you go to other locations and say, hey, you need to check out this brewery. And if they love your cheese sauce made with their particular beer, now you've encouraged people to go to the brewery, and that's your selling point when you're talking to the managers of the brewery. I can help you to build your business. This is how I can do it. Can you help me? Can I have information on the tables so that people can place orders and I can bring it into them, or they can come out and pick it up? That's how you cross market, so that you help each other out. Simply showing up does not work. You could also think about some of the brews that they sell, how it combines with some of your food. and have those recommendations already set up. Hey, this particular cheeseburger with all the different ingredients would go well with this type of brew, this type of lager, this type of ale, whatever it is they sell. And then have that as a suggested selling point so that the person go, hey, yeah, I'd like to try that burger. And what's the name of that lager again? And now you're helping to suggest to sell for the brewery. One more reason for them to have you be there over any other food truck. Because I can guarantee you most food trucks just pull up, plop down, cross their fingers, and hope people notice them. So give the brewery a reason to want you to be there. Make it so hard on them to say no to you that they can't say no. I'm going to use your beer to do this. I'm going to cross-market you. I am going to do these things. Can you do this? I'll provide you with the material, the table tents to put on the tables, whatever it takes. If they have their own television screen set up they can run a crawl across the bottom. You know, the food truck outside, let people be able to scan a barcode or scan the QR code. The idea is that you take an active role in marketing for them and for yourself. Because every place that I go, I look at how can I benefit them? How can they benefit me? It has to be a win-win situation. If it's not, if there's a loser, anytime that you set up a contract, that loser is going to want to get rid of you at some point. And if you're the one losing, you're not going to go back. Take responsibility for your own sales. Do whatever it takes to get your guests to follow you wherever you go. Hopefully some of them will go into the brewery, so the brewery is excited too. And then you want to use anything the brewery has to get people out to you. You know, if they've got an email list, can you mention me on your email list? Can you give a link to my website? Can you give a link to my ordering app? Can you do this for me to help me get busier so I can help you get busier? So the bottom line, real quick, you accept responsibility for your own sales. You market the location as if it's an empty parking lot. If you're slow or you're not as busy as you want to be, pass out samples, get on your social media, draw attention to your business, spin a sign, do something to get attention. Don't just sit there on your hands. And then the fourth thing is to give the reason for the brewery to market you. I hope you guys are enjoying these podcasts. If you are, please consider hitting that support button. It does mean the world to me. If you guys will like being around like-minded positive people, join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training, and it's on Facebook. The link will be in the description, as well as the link for the support. You guys have an absolutely awesome day, and I will see you in the next podcast.